Now it is. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our fourth, I guess it is. Anyway, we're going to do them weekly, so I'll lose count. But anyway, hang out with mentors with the Limitless Income Team. We are going to be doing this every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We did switch it up a couple times, and we'll make sure to let everybody know if we're going to do that, but that's our fixed time, so you can meet us here on, if you're watching it on the page with the yellow vases and the couch, that page will always be hosting our Hangout, so you know where to find us, and we'll be coming to you with a different topic each week. The topic today, I'm going to read it because I'm going to tongue twist it up. But our topic today is 8 key benefits with big ticket marketing and sales. We thought it was a big enough difference between smaller ticket marketing and sales to big ticket marketing and sales that it was very much worthy of discussion. And there is a big difference between the two, and yet there's some of the things that really aren't any different. And so we're just going to go through and discuss the topic, and it'll help you get to know us a little bit more and what we're doing here. So welcome if you're a part of our team. Thank you for showing up every week and supporting us. We are here for you, happy to work with you, and you're welcome to join the panel too if you want to. If you are someone who is invited to watch this Hangout with us, somebody cared about you enough to invite you, and if it triggers any questions or any thoughts, make sure and get back with the person that invited you. Also, there's comments below. Feel free to ask questions in the comments below. We'll try to answer them as soon as possible. If we get kind of distracted on the panel here, so we're trying to pay attention to our conversation, so we might not see your comments while we're live, but we have an awesome team of experts that will be also live, so if somebody else can jump on and ask your question, or we'll for sure get to answer it later. So I think that's kind of the housekeeping and the welcoming that I wanted to do. I didn't think I said who I was. I'm Susan Bachelder, and I'm here with an awesome panel again. We're each going to take turns and speak. So we have Ulysses, and we have Tammy, we have Lavette, and Mary Beth is here. She's going to pop back on here once in a while. The Hangout just drops us off. So bear with us. It's just technical glitches. I think that's all I have to say right now. So I'm just going to hand it over. I didn't even ask you guys before we started. Does anybody have a burning desire to start, or do I get to just pick?
You get to pick.
Lavette.
Oh, no.
We have the privilege of your presence last week, and you always bring so much value. So would you like to start and discuss, maybe tell a little bit about you, your experience, who you are, why you love working with Limitless Income Team, and then talk about which one of those 8 benefits really resonates with you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Lavette DePina, and I am a wonderful wife and a fabulous mother. And I live here in Los Angeles, California. And a little bit about me is, for many years, I was in the software industry, and I had the fortunate ability and chance to work with Steve Jobs. I worked with him for 2.5 years. I started working with him as a receptionist, and then his assistant actually went out on maternity leave. And because I helped her a lot, I ended up helping him. So I was very fortunate to be able to work with him for a very long time, and I learned a lot. And he always talked about, do what your passion is. Always find passion in whatever you do. And if you don't have passion, you might as well look somewhere else. So, as time went on, I left the software industry, and ended up here in Los Angeles, California, where I ended up working in the movie industry. I worked for Bob and Harvey Weinstein, who started Miramax, and I was their operations manager for a little over 2 years. What ended up happening because of that, and because I ran the office and ran most of the studio as far as operation-wise, I never had time to myself. I never had time for my family. I literally was on call 24/7. People look at the entertainment industry as this glamorous lifestyle, or working in it as this glamorous, job. But it burnt me out. And I was very fortunate where I have a fantastic husband who I asked, honey, I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. And so he said, well, you know what? Then leave and do whatever you think you'll be able to do. And, I've been seeing people online for a long period of time. And I said, you know what, I'm going to look into this network marketing thing and see what it's all about. And, I looked around and decided on one particular program, and lo and behold, my sponsor was Tammy Montgomery. So that's 4 years ago. And I love her. She's the most amazing mentor. So when you join this team, you are so extremely fortunate to be able to have her in your corner. And I literally mean in your corner. There are a lot of people who have the title of mentor, but you don't have the ability to reach out and actually touch them. You don't have a chance to be able to speak and say, listen, I need help. Tammy will give you all of your secrets and teaches you everything that she knows. There's nothing that she hides. So that's a strong benefit of joining this team. And, because of her, we're all becoming, I guess, experts to a certain extent because we're learning from her. So if you learn from an expert, you become an expert, right? So anyway, in regards to working DPS, it's fabulous. I mean, I personally have done MLM for 2-3 years. This is not MLM. You do not have to recruit 100 people in your downline to maybe make a check of $100. There are a lot of companies out there, and I can tell you that I've enrolled a lot of people. I have to be honest with you, and full disclosure, I still do MLM because I get residual income, and I'd be crazy to leave it, but to be honest with you. But the fact of the matter is, the programs that I work, it takes me a really long time to be able to get an $8,000 check. You can get an $8,000 check with enrolling one person here. One person. Depending on the level that another person joins, you can get $8,000 one time. One from one person. And it's so funny, Ulysses had a conversation, or actually did a hangout with Tammy the other night, and he made a comment that it's so easy to get a 6-figure income working a big ticket business. It takes people years to be able to earn 6 figures. Unless you are a recruiting magnet, a recruiting machine, you're not going to have 1,000 people in your downline. Unless you can't do it, unless you can't bring leads in, unless you can't have your team bring leads in, because there are a lot of people who quit on your team, and you do have to replace those people in order to keep your paycheck going. So the thing is, if you bring in 10 people, you made $80,000 if you bring them on an $8,000 level. If you bring 20 people at 500, you've made 10,000. So once you start thinking about the numbers and the small amount of numbers in order to get a big gain, that's what you need to think about with the big ticket program. And definitely with DPS, I personally think we're the best big ticket program out there because of all the features that we have. We have callback, where we have the leader of the CEO, the leader, the founder of our company will actually call your prospects back. And they do it for free. He does it for free. There's no additional cost to you as a member for that benefit. People call it a feature, I call it a benefit. So, there are a lot of other things that happen on our team. The training is personally unsurpassed. Literally, we do these video hangouts. We do other hangouts where it's training hangouts. And I personally am a visual person. So, if I'm listening how to do something and I actually can follow someone on their screen and actually be able to do the actual process myself, I learn better. And, a lot of people actually feel that way as well. So that for me is all that I'm going to say right now in regards to DPS. But it's one of the best things that you could possibly do for yourself. You can enroll 1,000 people and make $1,000, or you can enroll 10 people and have the possibility of making $80,000. Your choice. You decide. So.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Livette. I have
You're
one. I have one question to add. I think I know the answer, but I just want you to tell the audience because it kind of fits with what you described.
Mm-hmm.
Your MLM that
Mm-hmm.
you're keeping, which is an awesome choice. Do you use the products and the lead generation strategies that are all available and taught within DPS
Yes.
to benefit the growth of that?
Before I can even let you finish that sentence, yes. We have a lot of Facebook training. Facebook, if you're on Facebook, and I would assume that literally everyone is on Facebook, well, just about everyone is on Facebook, we have training where we show you how to get leads for $5 a day. $5 a day. One of the things that I think is really important, I actually did an email the other day, and I talked about the fact that people don't look at big ticket because, hypothetically, if they're looking at $1,000, people are like, I'm not giving $1,000. That's too much money to spend for a program. But yet, most companies have auto ships. So if you look at it as, my auto ship is $100 a month, at the end of a year, you've spent $1,200 just in your auto ship alone. If you join our program and you happen to come in at the $1,000 level, you've come in at the $1,000 level, and you have the ability to bring someone else in at $1,000 as well. You have your auto ship. There's no guarantee that you're going to make $1,000 with that particular company because of the amount of people that you need to bring in. I was telling Tammy, and I'll I'll tell a little story. One of the programs that I'm actually in, I sold a product, and the product is $1,800. Okay, and my commission on that product was $400. And what was so funny was, normally prior to DPS, I would have been extremely excited. And then I looked at it, and I looked at my husband, and my husband said, "See, you should have listened to Tammy months ago." Because I was angry because I only got $400. I mean, granted, $400 is great, but I only got $400. If I had brought somebody in at DPS at that level, I would have got that full amount, either $1,000 or the $2,000 level, minus just 10%. So I would have made the full $1,800 as opposed to the $400 commission. So, and it was one person, and I have to now depend on that person to bring more people in order to make more of a commission. So I mean, there's a lot of work, in regards to working other MLMs or MLMs in general, but I'm definitely not knocking them. I'm obviously in them. But the fact is, when you think about the fact that with one person joining you, you have the ability to make thousands. So, that's the thing you need to look at, and also with the fact that it's just as easy, or the same amount of time to recruit that one for, the $400 commission, whereas I could have gotten the larger commission doing the same amount of work in the same amount of time. So.
Sorry about that, guys. Phone's ringing
Yes,
right
the answer to your question is yes, I do use the Facebook strategies that I've learned here. So.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. I thought it really fit with the rest of what you had to share and with that story. So I thought I would toss that in there. So thank you, Lavette.
My pleasure.
Tammy, would you like to spin off of what Lavette said and maybe touch on your favorite parts of the 8 key benefits?
It's a lot of money. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Lavette, you did an awesome job, and I'm telling you, sometimes I'm just so humbled by, you know, the expressions and things like that that you say about me, and I'm just like, wow, that's just awesome. So thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, you know, with big ticket, I actually started out on big ticket, so so it's kind of my love, okay? But I can, you know, just kind of touch upon it, and I'll just tell you people here a little bit about myself. I'm actually just like Lavette and Susan and Mary Beth here, and we're stay-at-home moms, and you know, we're just loving the internet lifestyle. Ulysses, he's got to be a stay-at-home mom here shortly, but no, he's hanging out here with the women tonight. He's awesome. But anyway, he's my buddy. I'll tell you about his story in a second, but anyway, I had to find a way to make some serious money online. And the reason why is because, and I didn't know that about you either, Lavette. That is so awesome. Wait till I tell Robbie that Steve Jobs is like his idol. I mean, literally, I did not know that about you, and I've known you for 4 years. So that's cool. I love these hangouts. I get to know my team. Yeah, wait till I tell Robbie. He's going to be like calling you now. But that's his like idol. But anyway, you know, when Bob and we actually met. There's one of your. I got to bring in Bella one of these times. How cute. Which one's that?
This is Chloe.
Chloe. Okay. I'll have Bella coming in on one of these hangouts shortly here. But, you know, I had to find a way to make some serious money because we were actually in finance, and so our, you know, commissions were pretty high. So I've been self-employed for 26 years. I don't really know anything else but being, you know, self-employed and working for myself. So I have no net, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to go out and I didn't want to find something else. So I always talk about the key things that I look for in a home-based business and that I think most people have in their mind, back in their mind. Number one, I'm not a public speaker. I'm just a stay-home mom, okay? I needed something that I could plug into. I didn't want to build websites, and Susan knows this about me, so is Mary Beth. I am the most non-techie person out there. So I didn't want to do that, so I needed to find something that was, you know, easy to do. And then, of course, like I said, the money. The money, I mean, why not have abundance, right? I have abundance in my life. Why not have abundance with money? So with the key things we're talking about here tonight is I had to find something that would cover a car payment. I love cars, okay? I like BMWs, I like Tahoes. I mean, I just love cars. So I'm like, okay, I like nice homes. So I had to find a program that would cover these notes, right? So a piddly little, and nothing against MLMs, I'm not saying that, but I, again, started on a high-ticket program. So that's what I was looking for is, you know, the percentage, the actual commission. Now, the beauty of DPS is that you're getting 90%, like Lavette explained, but you're also getting 10%. There's no other big-ticket program that I know out there right now, unless they're going to do a copycat. There's no other program like this one that'll give you 10%. So Monday night while I was eating chicken wings, I get a little buzz on my phone, and it's my buddy Ulysses. And he's like, Tammy, did you get your payment? I just had a $4,000 sale come through. I mean, he made $3,600, but I made $400 because I'm his sponsor. So what other I mean, what other MLM can you get that kind of, you know, when you bring a person in an MLM, you're going to get, what, $5 and whatever. I don't even know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just saying what we have here is a serious life-changing income. So now, because you're making chunks of change and because you have what I call skin in the game, meaning that the person that's joining you, they're going to stick with you because now they've just put in 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, or 8,000 into themselves, into their education, into their business. They're going to stay with you. Whereas if you have a person coming into an MLM, and I've tried them too in between to try to build that residual, I understand, but now you're only getting $50, $100. That person, I should say, is only putting that much money in. Unless it's a top tier MLM like what you just described, they're not going to really stay with you. Hey, $40, I could have spent that tonight on dinner. See what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I feel not only are we getting paid well here, but it's also where you're building a team that's a lasting team that's going to stay with you for years. That's the way I look at it. So you're kind of stuck with me. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, you know, people, and Mary Beth's chuckling too, because she and I have been working together for a long time too.
Yeah,
but that's the thing that you see with the big ticket program when they're chunking down, you know, 2,000, 4,000. You know, now we have the 8,000 level. They're not going anywhere. They're gonna dig their heels in and they're gonna say, you know what? Let's get busy. Let's get to work. So that's what's awesome about the big chunks of money. And like I said, you know, just to be able to have that, and it's, again, I have to say member to member. There's no company involved here. So you can go and you can, you know, pick up your money if you want to do money order or cashier's check or merchant account. That's how this is set up. So literally, there's literally no middleman, and no one takes care of, no one gives you a 1099 either at the end of the year. That's another thing I wanted to mention. So, but that's the benefits that I see, is that you're getting the larger, you know, like I said, chunks of money to cover the bills that you have today. And then you can always, you know, build a residual on down the road on the side, if that makes sense. Did that help, Susan? I mean, I'm hoping, I was going to take some notes, but I'm not a very good note taker. And, hey, my guidance counselor told me I wouldn't go to college and I'm not college material, and I'm glad he told me that, because I make more money than my best friend does with teaching. I'm glad he told me that.
Yeah, that's awesome, Tammy. You covered actually almost all of the 8 points, and
I did. Wow,
yeah,
without even knowing it. I had no cheat sheet.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was awesome. And for those of you that are watching, stay till the end, because at the end I'm going to go through all of the 8 points, because right now we're bringing it to you from each of our points of views, which I think is valuable, because we all will resonate with a different kind of conversation and a different story, right? And then at the end, I'll just read off all the 8 benefits and just give you something to think about.
And I have a bonus, so stay to the end.
Yes, Tammy is like the queen of bonuses, so definitely stay till the end. Yeah, thank you so much, Tammy. On that note, just because it's like zinging in my thoughts right now, maybe I'll talk for a minute about just that, because I just got that warm fuzzy feeling again. I absolutely love working with you, Tammy, and I know I tell you all the time, but I wanna tell everybody as it's public. This lady is, I have to say, she's probably my absolute favorite leader that I've ever had the privilege of working with. She welcomes you in with like welcome hands, arms, just like Livette was saying. She, everything is just presented in a simple, matter-of-fact way. She tells you what she does. She's not saying you have to do it that way, but here it is. This is what I do. This is my daily method of operation. This is what works for me. You can do this if you want. Like, it's so open. It's just such a great atmosphere to be in. So thank you very much, Tammy.
You're welcome.
These like warm, fuzzy feelings every day. I just love it. And it's not because we're just like being all gaga and female. I mean, Ulysses is going to report support the same thing. So it's not that. It's just, it's good people working hard together for the benefit of others. And it's just a great atmosphere to be in. We've coined it actually from our first hangout. It kind of came up. This is a safe environment. And so I keep on repeating it because it really is. It feels like a safe environment. Maybe on that note, I'll tell you why you should listen to me, because I just didn't jump off the street and I'm some newbie. I do know a little bit what I'm talking about.
You sure do. We're learning too from you.
Yeah. So I've been doing this marketing thing for just over 3 years, and when I came online, I honestly didn't know anything about the technical social media. I was too shy to take a picture of myself. It definitely took me more than 1.5 years to do video, and now I'm just all out there. So I did have to push myself to learn all of this. I wasn't new to the concept of business because I grew up, my parents had a family business. It was a water well drilling business, so a service-oriented business, which was ran like for the most of my childhood right out of our home. The shop and the tools and all the rigs were right in our yard. So essentially I was very much a tool jockey, tomboy kind of girl. I ran off the bus from school straight into the shop and got as dirty and greasy as I could. So I was like in amongst the business. So business was fine, I got it. But as far as selling products and all that kind of thing, that was never my thing. So when I came online, I started with the technical side. I started building websites and selling Amazon products on my website, and then learning SEO. So that's kind of my background. And the first week that I made money, I made $1.11, $1.11, and I was so excited. And I hustled for that. And then the next week, I made $11.36 because of very small commissions. But I was really proud of that. So as I started, the first person that I followed was Mike Dillard. And so that kind of, if you know who Mike Dillard is, you kind of get an idea of the kind of mind frame and what he talked about. So I was looking for the last 3 years for a big ticket. I knew that I wanted a big ticket, and I reviewed many of them on the way, but none of them fit with what I wanted, who I wanted to work with, and what I wanted to present to my target audience. So I'm really happy to be here. And it's very much on purpose, not just because of Tammy and the rest of the team. It's also because of what the product is. I'm proud to and happy to present it to people. It's something that is very much, everybody needs lead generation. Every business, every product, everything you do, you need to generate leads. And so to have a solid foundation of products and training that provides that, plus the direct person-to-person payments, I honestly just can't think of a better presentation to do that with. As far as recruiting, I have tried so hard to do well in MLM. I tried 3 different MLMs, and I gave it everything. I was telling somebody just two days ago, I like a nice cocktail, a drink. But I'm not a real drinker. But I tell you that direct recruiting, it made me want to drink lots. It's the best way to describe it.
I think MLM wanted me to make me drink.
I would talk to people and talk to people. I worked my heart out, and I would tell people, and they would join, and then they would quit. And they'd say they're joining, and then they wouldn't join. And you're working your butt off for $50? Are you kidding?
That's true. Oh my God! Even my dog's laughing.
Then you make $50 off them, and they're in your inbox for an hour every day asking you what to do and how you did it.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Oh my God!
I'll switch from there because
Yeah, because I mean we're laughing because the problem is we relate to you.
I know.
Totally.
I mean, it's like Mary Beth and I, we've had this conversation and we're like, no, seriously. If one more person asks me today, I'm going to, no, geez. That's funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, that's why I'm here. All 8 of the benefits
Yeah.
very much resonate with me, and that's one of them. It's the I can do the lead generation that I was really good at. I'm using all of those methods. Plus, I'm adding a lot of the methods and software that are within the products of DPS are methods that I haven't used. So I'm so excited. In fact, I was all giddy of the one that I just started 2 days ago and announcing it in we have a private mastermind group that we, encourage each other. We share results. What's working, what's not, what we're starting, and that's really powerful as well. So anyway, I'm really excited to be using these, adding very effective. Wickedly effective is what I keep on saying in lots of that information.
Oh yeah, I love that word, wickedly.
Yeah, and that's not from my copy either. That's Tim's copy. I took it from him because it fits, doesn't it?
Yes.
Let me Ulysses, we're all our women chatter, our single mom, homeschooling mom, all this kind of stuff. Could we please have a male voice on all this?
Oh yes, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
I kind of shut down the video because you guys were kind of choppy every time I had my video, but I'll bring it back up here pretty soon.
Okay.
Well, everybody, I'm Ulysses the Don, and my experience is probably a little bit different, okay? I can say that I've been looking at these opportunities for a very long time now, okay? But I started off with big ticket like Tammy did because I seen the power in it. And like I said, it's been about 4 years where I've tried a million different things, folks. I mean, I spent money on everything that said it was going to make me money. And, I always had the passion. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been bitten by the bug at a very young age. I just knew I needed to know what made it work, how to make it work. It felt like it was just this big secret out there that everybody that was making money was keeping, and I wanted to know what that secret was. So I came across a big ticket program, and I decided to get into it. And I'm sure a lot of people out there share this same story, right? I got into it. I didn't have the type of support that I needed to be successful. I didn't understand things. There was no team atmosphere like what you guys are seeing here, okay? I've worked with a lot of heavy hitters, top guys out there making a lot of money, and this atmosphere that I'm in right now, I can definitely tell you it's a friendly environment, and you have good people here, ethical people at that, and they really care about you. They care about helping you guys, making sure you understand things, and we said this before the meeting, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink it. So we make sure that we actually lead you there, okay? We'll take you with us. You just got to do the work. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to, guys. And I can't tell you guys, how happy I am that I'm at, I'm here on the panel with these folks that you see here tonight with us. And, I mean, success, it's 3 things that you need in this business, okay? 1, you got to take it seriously. Make a commitment that you're going to make this work, and you have to believe it. Because if you don't believe it, then it's not going to happen. And the first year in this business, I can say that I got serious when I decided to join a big ticket program about a year ago, okay? And, it was on and off, serious for, a couple of weeks, and then another couple of weeks I really didn't do much, and then I was wondering why I wasn't having any type of results, all right? So I started following exactly what my sponsor told me to do, and I said, hey, the worst that can happen, I do exactly what they tell me to do, and it doesn't work. Then I can say that, this just isn't for me. So I laid out the plans that they had for me, and I did it whether I liked it or not, whether it was making a YouTube video, because when I started off I was shy. I didn't know how to make a YouTube video, okay? And I was just kind of criticizing everything that I did. So I was pretty much afraid to step out there, let people see who I was. But I've seen all these folks making six-figure incomes. I mean, videos of people making $10,000 in 1 week and $3,500, and I was just like, I could see myself doing that. So I got serious, folks, and that is something that you got to, understand. I got serious. I decided to jump in head first, and as soon as I sent off my payment, I was like, okay, wow, what did I do? And just to be honest, I did. That's my story. I was like, wow. But then I said, okay, I'm going to make this business work. After that, I followed the steps. I followed the strategies. 2 weeks later, I had made my first sale. Okay, and that's all it took for me to just take off and know that this thing was real. So what you have for tonight is a group of people who are in direct pay system. Okay, it's our top tier program. And I know that everyone covered the compensation plan, but I want to go into a little bit more detail because I want you guys to know how powerful this compensation plan is. Okay, well, first off, okay, we have 5 different levels ranging from $500 all the way up to $8,000. Now, you collect 90% on whatever level you choose. So, for instance, let's just say you decide to get into DPS tonight for, let's just use the $1,000 level, for example. Okay, you go out there and you get your first sale. You're going to collect 90% on anything at the $1,000 level and below. So the $500 level you collect 90%, the $1,000 level you collect 90%. 10% goes up to your sponsor. And I just wanted to tell you guys one thing before I continue. That is very important, because if you guys are out here sponsoring people, it is your duty, it is your job to help those folks that are joining you on your team. And I just wanted to say that because, guys, I get a lot of calls, and what makes this industry bad and people say that this is a scam is because there are bad sponsors, okay? And the sponsors don't help their members that come into this business. And they go out there, they're upset, and they just say it's a scam, right? Because someone took their money and didn't help them. They didn't help them understand. They didn't help them get their system set up. So I just want to let everybody know that no, DPS is not a scam. This is an actual business where you can make substantial amount of money with it, and you have a lot of support. So it's up to everybody to do their due diligence and look at the business and make an informed decision for themselves. Okay, now back to the compensation plan. I'm sorry, that just touched me, guys. I just had to cover that. Okay, so 90% on any sale that you make, right? So let's just say you join at the $500 level and your first person is someone who joins at the $4,000 level. Well, you only collect 90% on the level that you join. But if someone joins at a higher level, something very powerful happens. You collect the 90% at the level that you join. But let's just say Greg joined at the $4,000 level and you was at the $500 level. Well, you collect 90% of the 500, which is $450, and the remainder of the money rolls up to your sponsor. But what happens is you automatically get upgraded to the $4,000 level. So guys, I just want you to know how important that is, okay, how powerful that is. You don't have to come out of your own pocket to upgrade. You simply go out there, you start advertising, you do your marketing, you land a $4,000 sale if you came in at $500, and then bam, you get upgraded to the $4,000 level off of your first person. And then every sale after that, you collect 90% on $4,000 level and the levels below. So there's really, I just want to say, there's really no excuse for someone to not get into DPS that is really serious about changing their financial situation. If you take your business serious, you're going to have to treat it like a business, okay? This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is an actual business that you build and you have success with. Other than that, folks, I want to give a chance to let Mary Beth talk because I could talk all night. I mean, I can. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I just want you to know. I mean, we got a lot of people in the room right now, and the thing, what led you here was, you guys are looking for something. Whether you decide to join tonight, you're going to go look at 1,000 other programs and systems. Make sure that you look at the support that they have, right? With the team, the training, whatever programs that you guys are getting into. Make sure that they have something that's going to help you guys, because that is very important, and that's the reason why I've been having the success that I've been having, because I connected with the right people and got the right training and the right know-how. And I'll leave it alone for now. I'll let I'll let Mary Beth come in.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, right. Yeah, kind of, how I want to start out tonight is I think all 5 of us are definitely here for a reason. We all share a common bond with each other. We all work well together, and we all bring our own unique set of talents and strengths to the table, to the team, and we work together, collectively very well, and that in effort allows us to work independently together and be successful. And Tammy, as all of us know, have done an excellent job of putting the best training out there, I think, in the marketplace, and I think that's why all of us have been successful. I've had the pleasure, been very fortunate to cross paths with her about 4 years ago in another program, and 2 stay-at-home, work-at-home moms sharing a common goal, have been able to come together, work very well together, and as a result, she's brought many different strengths and gifts and talents, to me, to our DPS team, and I think we have an awesome group of people. All of us, have come together in one place, and we work together, we help each other, we share our successes, and we provide value to each other. And when something works for one of us, we don't hide it, we don't keep it within. And I think that's what enables us to all be successful. We're giving, we're all very giving people, and then it all comes back to us, and it allows us and enables us to receive tenfold. I think all 4 of us, or 5 of us here tonight, Lavette and Susan and Tammy and Ulysses, have all probably taken the words out of my mouth, but I just want to touch on a few things. I actually got started, like a lot of you, in a big ticket back in 2007 when my daughter was born back in 2001, and I was just tired of the rat race and the stresses in corporate America. I was working in corporate marketing and corporate finance for American Express, and the hours were very long, as all of us can relate. I was doing 50, 60 hours a week. It just wasn't conducive for, a mother of 2 children, and I see my daughter was starting 1st grade. I knew her academic career was just starting, and I wanted to be able to be there and just give her, everything I thought that she deserved, that I had when I was growing up, the life that, she deserved. I wanted to be there and be there for all her activities, and be truly a work-at-home, stay-at-home mom, and just give her that luxury. And I knew that I had to make a lifestyle change, a massive lifestyle change. So I went online, did my research, did my due diligence, and I was getting a lot of different emails. And they kind of like piqued my curiosity. And I seen all this home business, hype and all this, advertising. So I decided to go out there, look for different things. I kind of hit Google and hit YouTube, started watching videos, and I knew I had to find something that was going to quickly replace, like Tammy, my full-time income to be able to cover all my expenses, my notes, and all of that stuff, financially. So I knew big ticket was really the only answer for me. When I got started back in '07 in a big ticket, it was, I just joined a person, but I was very determined. As all of you know, that you have to have a strong enough why, and you have to have the work ethic, the commitment, and all of that to be able to be successful. So I knew that I was in there for the long haul, got started, course, there was no culture, no team like what we have here, but yet I pushed myself, took what I knew from corporate America, took it to the marketplace, and I leveraged social media and went out to YouTube and just, was providing people with information and value. I knew I had to, quickly build my brand and start building a following, which is what I did, and started being able to have success leveraging YouTube, which is what I'm still using in present day today. And that's where my success was back in 2007. And that's where I've seen probably my biggest success is video marketing. And I think, all of us use video marketing. We all see the potential, the power, and the success that video marketing, produces, what the end result is. And I think, being able to take a video to utilize it for a big ticket program, I don't think there's anything out there like it. I mean, it's something that's very powerful, and what we have is a incredible vehicle with a state-of-the-art system in place, and the system that we have, I think, works for and will work for anybody, regardless of their background, their skill level. We have everything here in one place, from the automation, the state-of-the-art system, the products, the incredible training, the team support, and everything that everybody and anybody will need now in the present day, going forward into the future to be successful. So if somebody, all they have to bring to the table is the work ethic, the desire, the determination to be successful, like all of us did, and just stick with it. And with big ticket, I mean, that's where the value is, the state-of-the-art products. And I think that's why in big ticket, DPS is 3 years in the making, going strong, and I'm just really looking forward to bigger and better things with direct pay system. This Limitless Income Team, we have an incredible culture, incredible environment, incredible people, talents, and we all bring something very unique, very special to each other, to the team. We work together very well. We complement each other, and I think that's why our team is growing at a phenomenal rate. I think that's why we're all experiencing tremendous success, and we'll continue to experience tremendous success as a team and as individuals. So I'm just thrilled to be here. Anyone looking at direct pay system, just know that you get on board with us. You're going to be part of an incredible team. We're going to give you everything, all the training, all the support that you need to be successful, and you're definitely in the right place at the right time. And I think all of us have touched and capitalized on the benefits of what we like about big ticket and what big ticket has done for us and what big ticket can do for you. So that's pretty much what I have to say. I'm just super excited to be here, be part of this whole team, and just really looking forward to the future with direct pay system. I think it's just an incredible opportunity with incredible the freedom, the time freedom, the financial freedom, and I don't think if someone's going to really find anything better out there. It's just a very ideal environment and one of the best systems out there on the marketplace, with the tools, the resources, the products, the value, the compensation. It's just a win-win situation all the way around, any way you look at it. And for people looking at it, they go through the system, they look at the webinar, they take the tour, they test drive it, do research, their due diligence. The callback request feature, I think, is really one of the biggest selling points, and what's allowing so many people, especially newbies, to have success very quickly, because we have a true professional sales team that calls, follows up, provides the information, and answers questions, closes our sales force. And I think that in combination with the brand new phone marketing system is just an awesome win-win for everybody. I think those two work so well together, and they give people what they need to truly experience success in record time.
Exactly. Hey, I want to jump in and talk to you about something, Mary Beth, and everybody else is probably thinking, okay, what is she going to talk about now? What you're talking about and what you're kind of coming across here makes total sense tonight. What I think you and I have discussed in the past too is a lot of times new people, they want something to plug into right away. So let's say they don't want to do video marketing or something like that. So what we have basically, and Mary Beth, I know, like I said, even promotes this to her folks, is we have done for you marketing. So let's say you don't have a huge advertising budget, okay? So I'm kind of a specialty when it comes to generating leads that are very cost effective. I look at a business and I look at my ROI, so my return on my investment. So example, like what Mary Beth's talking about, we have co-ops, we have actual things where you can plug in, advertising strategies where you can plug into, so if you're busy and you're a truck driver or you're just, someone that doesn't really know about marketing, you can actually plug in with either the company or the team. Okay, so from time to time I'll run co-ops and things like that, to get people plugged into, and that's actually one of the bonuses tonight. If you join tonight, you'll actually get access to one of our secret sources. And we have this running in the background for us all the time. We have a person that actually posts our classified ads. And I've used him for 5 years now, daily. I don't think I've gone without a day without posting on this classified ad site. So if you don't have the knowledge and you don't really know where to market or how to get people to eyeballs to your website, is what I call it, because that's what it comes down to, is traffic, leads, and what I consider is getting that ROI. So in other words, I see team members, people that join me, people that join Mary Beth and Lavette and Ulysses and Susan, the people will join and they're not sure what to do. Well, we have that solved. So like I said, tonight you'll get access to that, and if you join at $1,000 or more, you'll actually get a package for a month for free. So that's what I'm offering tonight if you join, or if you're listening to this and it's after tonight. But you'll get a package, and you'll actually get, let's see, I'm trying to think here. I'm not going to put this out too much here. Let's say 20 ads a day. Okay, I'm doing the math real quick in my head. But anyway, that's what I think that this team has, because I've joined other things before, and they don't have strategies where you can plug right in. Okay, and that's frustrating. We have postcard strategies. DPS has their postcards. I have my postcard strategy, and it works well, really well. So if you just want to do cheap, simple postcards, that's another way. And that's almost part of this 8, that you're talking about tonight, Susan, because if you're making this chunks of money, who wants to spend it all, right? You want to keep it. So that's an awesome part about a big ticket, is you have the funding, you have the money to put into more advertising. See what I'm saying? So you can take a $4,000 sale, and then you can put 10% or 5% or whatever back into a solo ad, or or like a class, like I'm talking outsourcing. So you can goof off and live the lifestyle that you want, because that's what it comes down to, is living the lifestyle, having a big ticket program working for you, but also having the sources where you can get these leads for cheap. So, and we have a ton of them. there's so many that we have on our team site. So that's what I wanted to say, Mary Beth, and I know that's what you use and you talk about all the time, is the done for you strategies.
Yeah, because like Tammy, like a lot of people, they're calling me from responding to one of my ads, and their biggest concern is they know what it takes to be successful. It's going to be the right traffic and generating enough of leads, and they lack the expertise. They don't know where to go, and we have that all solved for them. The done for you strategies, that's what I tell them right out of the gate.
Exactly.
Don't worry, you don't have to have a list. We have everything. We have a complete team training site. We have the done for you strategies where we'll plug you right into the campaign. You just basically tell us what your budget is, and all you have to do is give us your website address, and we will take over and do the rest for you. And then you'll be able to get the leads coming through your autoresponder. They'll be getting your follow-up messages, and you're going to be able to hit the ground running and have success in a much shorter time than you would normally have, doing something on your own, through one of those like DIY programs where people don't share with them the resources. They're kind of just left hanging, like you and I both know from some past experiences, Tammy.
Exactly. In fact, your new guy is having such great success. He plugged into a co-op and he's getting leads right away.
Yeah, and the result, because I got him right in the right direction, told him where to go to get it done. He's plugging into the done for you traffic strategies, and he's doing very, very well.
Exactly. See, That's what I'm saying is, like, you don't want this, like, to take, okay, let me just give you an example. It took me 6 months to cash flow with my restaurant, for example, that I spent 200 grand on, okay? Here is a different story. You can cash flow literally after you start your first campaign. So your return on your investment, you can get that back as long as you plug in and you follow some instructions, simple instructions I tell people, and then just let the callback go through the system, let the callback team close your sales. I mean, I use it, and I don't mind talking to people, but I use it daily. I have mine flipped on in the back office, and I have it, and I use it daily, you know? So it's really cool for the people that, I wish I would have had that when I first started, because when I first got on the phone, you know, so you called me. Oh my God, you called me. Okay, wow. But you know, I wish I would have had that. But so we have that now for everybody. But yeah, I think that's hey, I think we got a new joiner, new visitor here tonight. Al, Big Al. I don't mind talking to people, but I use it daily. I have mine flipped on in the back office, and I use it daily. You got the Hangout going on in the background.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So that's what I want.
Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Al, hello. Just give me 1 second. I just muted you just for a second. Can you check on you have the Hangout page open? Can you maybe close that now that you're on the Hangout? And then I'll come back to you. I wanna jump back a couple presentations back. First of all, Ulysses, thank you very much. That was an awesome description of how the compensation plan rolls out, and how if somebody comes in at the higher level, that's a huge benefit that we have available to us. So thank you very much for very clearly explaining that. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
And it was a good perspective switch from our giggle session. So thank you very much for delivering that value. That was awesome. Mary Beth, also thank you very much. I love the way you articulated your angle of the benefits, and it's absolutely true. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime, certainly.
And Tammy, like how you spun off of both of them, and describing how of the done for you and all of the different options. I kind of want to touch on that for everybody, just kind of in summary. What we're talking about, like literally there is a list of every possible lead generation strategy, software, and modality that we have available. And this is from offline lead generation to part online, part offline phone lead generation to completely online digital lead generation and traffic strategies, and including video. Some of them you combine the different effects. So essentially, wherever you are at right now, you can start from where you are. So if you're new,
Absolutely,
we have options for you. If you are in between and you already have some effective strategies that you're using, you can start from where you are there and advance and increase. So I mentioned just quickly, I had some strategies that were working really well for me. I actually love list building, and now I'm adding, I've always wanted to add some of the phone strategies, postcards, and I've never automated the classifieds, and it's actually working really well for me.
yeah.
I did classify, but it drove me crazy because I was posting myself. So
Exactly.
it can be very time consuming. I also want to just tie into that as we're talking about, because there's all these options, so we will help guide you through choosing one, get it rolling, scale up, and then add one at a time. So there's a methodical way to do it for sure, and it doesn't matter who you join. That's how we're all trained, so we will help you do that. Don't, like, you want to hit the ground running, but not in chaos. So
exactly.
that's really important to remember. There was one more thought that I really wanted to go with, and now I'm forgetting it. Maybe it'll come back to me. I just really wanted to highlight that there's literally every option possible, and there's either the training, the resource, or the software that you need, which is really powerful.
You're probably going to say budget-wise. There's everything.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's so weird how we're always thinking alike. It is really important to budget.
I know, her and I can finish each other's sentences. It's weird.
Because you're not making money if you're spending, like if you dump a whole bunch of money onto paid traffic to get a sale, then you're not making money. So it's very important to start small, test, tweak, see what is working, and then scale up from there. And there's a method to that, there's a strategy, and it's just really important to do that. People talk about paid traffic and free traffic as if they're separate entities, but you know what? Free lead generation, free traffic, you pay for it in time.
Correct.
So something to consider. So say one traffic strategy costs $200. And I mean, for $200 with the lead generation strategies that we show you, you can get a lot of lead generation. That's a lot of traffic. So $200 that takes you a few minutes or maybe even an hour to learn how to do it, then to actually keep it in place takes you minutes a day versus spending 4, 6, or 8 hours pounding the ground with phone calls, conversations, or whatever you want to do for free traffic. It's a bit of a trade-off, right? So it is good to just consider that, and we really have all that kind of conversation available to you. So I kind of wanted to mention that as well. I love the mixture of some like quote free traffic strategies, but not too much. As we mentioned, the pound in the ground with the recruiting, you're talking to people for hours to make $50.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, I think we've all been there and done that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we appreciate, big ticket so much more.
Exactly. And you still do the relationship part. Like we're doing it right now, actually. That's why we can laugh so easy and goof off, because we have built relationships. But it's on purpose, because we've already decided to do business together. We know where we're going, kind of thing. So it's different. Yes, I'll point that out now before the end. One of the benefits that I had listed that we haven't really touched on, that I know for sure that you guys think of it, is there's a higher perceived value. So, Tammy, you mentioned something about skin in the game, and so that kind of follows that. So, for example, when there's lots of $20 opportunities that you can join as well, or even at $150. To some people, yes, that is a lot of money, but it's a little bit easier to just let that money go. Like you've spent it, and then, as Ulysses was describing, the seriousness of it, like to really be serious and commit yourself. You don't really feel that pulling on the heartstrings when you've spent $20 to $150 per se. But when somebody has chosen to purchase a high-ticket product, $500 to $8,000, they have first of all, a different mindset before they've even made that decision. Like the people that are going to make that decision to do that are already in a different place in their mindset. So it's highly likely that they're going to take it more seriously, and they are going to be action takers, so they're going to be different to work with. And also when something has that price tag on it, the person that creates the product, for example, Tim Berger, his reputation is important to him, and he's been a great, respected businessman for a long time. He's going to make sure that the products that he's offering within the system are of that value as well, right? In fact, he just upgraded part of the system. When did that take effect? Yesterday, Tammy? And then the phone system, like it's constantly being upgraded because that price.
I was making sure he's got cutting edge stuff. Absolutely.
Exactly. So I just really wanted to point that out because that's a huge benefit. You can buy something that's really not worth much for $20 or 150, right? But when you're purchasing a high ticket, there's a reason why it has that price tag. It has that value, and that's immediately perceived by the just by the packaging and by the how it's explained on the tour page, which is very well done as well. And then also, if when somebody decides to spend that money on them investing in themselves and their business, they're thinking in a different way, and that's kind of one of my favorite. That's my favorite benefit. And I think that's all I have to say. Hello, Al. Would you like to speak on your favorite benefit of a high ticket offer?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
And welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, this is my first ever Hangout, so I'm nervous.
Another one on my list. Yay!
Don't I look nervous? I'm nervous. Oh my God. No, I just want to say hello to everybody. I am so happy and I feel privileged to be on this panel with Mary Beth, Lavette, Susan, Tammy, my absolute favorite. This is
He's a
here.
character.
No, I just wanted to share some of my thoughts here and just give you a little bit of background on me and my wife Charlotte. Basically, we got started in this industry over 20 years ago with a small company named ACN, American Communications Network. And we built an organization at 18, 19 years old of between 600 and 700 people with customers and team members all together. And the importance of that is what we learned that time, which was back in 1994, 1995 time, is we learned at that time how to build an organization and the importance of focusing on an organization for a year to 3 years and that kind of thing. So the important point is back in 1994, 1995, the way we built that organization is we went to meetings every Tuesday, every Thursday evening, and every Saturday we went to trainings at 12 o'clock. And the important thing about that is when we got home, we didn't have Facebook and we didn't have an email account where we had 20 different opportunities coming at us, just as soon as we left our opportunity meeting. So it was much easier to maintain a focus. And so bringing it to today, the way I look at the industry, the small ticket MLM network marketing industry, honestly, I think that it's really in trouble. I spoke with someone here recently who just got started in our industry in December, and since December has joined 6 different small ticket network marketing companies.
Wow.
The reason why he's doing that is because he's going from company to company, trying to find that shiny ball, that opportunity that's really going to make the difference. And what's happening here is people simply are not doing the math, as I say, and they don't realize what it really takes when somebody tells them you're going to make 6 figures residual income in network marketing. You're going to do it this year. Well,
Hello?
the reality of those things are just.
Hello?
I'm sorry?
Who's this?
Whoops. We gotta mute Mary Beth. She got a call. Okay.
Right.
So what was my train of thought? Where was I?
Talk about that guy that
Okay.
6 figures a year.
Oh, right. So you're talking about you're in an environment, especially with Facebook, where it's very easy for people to say, "Hey, make $5,000-$10,000 with me with this business opportunity." But the way that I look at the opportunity that we have right now is the entire small ticket network marketing companies. That is our marketplace, and I look at that as people are joining companies. Most of them are new people. They have no idea what they're doing. They're following the hype. They're following the big groups and the waves that are coming through and the disruptions and whatever. And basically what's happening is everyone that I talk to, once I educate them and let them know, or I simply ask them a simple question such as, okay, fine, if I get started with you with your business, can you tell me what would it take for me to make my first $500? What would it take for me to make my first $1,000? If you ask a network marketer that in a small ticket network marketing program, they cannot answer you. And so you're talking about people that are asking you to be in business with you, but can't even tell you how they're going to make their first $1,000 in a business. So I look at that as a good prospect. It's like, all right, you got a good heart. You just don't know what you're doing. So let me tell you what's going on here in the industry, and when I simply just create the contrast of what small ticket business is really about and how it was never created to compete with the big ticket business model, it's game over. They can't compete. You know, it's like, how many people did it take you to make $1,000? About 26, 27 people. Okay, I recruit one person and I make $1,000. Does that make sense to you? And when you break it down to people like that, the opportunity that we have here, guys, we have the entire I shouldn't say names. I was told today, don't say company names. We have the entire industry of these small ticket companies to go after, from cosmetics to health and wealth to health and wellness to travel companies to whatever, and just let them know, listen, have you done the math? Do you realize that you're getting $30 per recruit, and then they're paying you 69 cents a month? That's what you're working for. And when you explain that to people, and then explain that you can do that same work over here with a big ticket, except you're going to make a lot of more money. And that's just what I wanted to interject here, tonight, that the opportunity that we have is really to educate people and create the contrast, just show them the contrast in small ticket, big ticket, how they were never meant to be. And the fact of the matter is if you get started with big ticket, you can make really make six figures in your first year versus your typical MLM or network marketing program. And that's really what I want to say.
That's perfect. That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Thank you. To spin off of that, I would.
Encore. No.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've talked about that, Al. I mean, definitely. I mean, that's the thing, especially if you're doing any marketing on Facebook, because we talked about that a little bit more, is Facebook to educate. And I think actually the whole presentation, the tour page we keep referring to, actually educates people on that very concept. So, the thing about it is they will go with the next wave, and you can't help that, but they will end up being very discouraged at the end of the day. I mean, I can put some serious money, numbers in, and I just couldn't make it work with the MLM. It just was, it was just very difficult for me. And like Susan mentioned, we almost got on such a silly tangent there. They're in your inbox with Facebook, and they won't, they're relentless on that. But I think you had really good points on that, Al. I mean, it's so true. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is we're worth a lot of money, right? So if we're going to work with someone, then we're going to get paid well.
That's right.
So we're mentors. I mean, we're literally mentors to people. And I can't tell you how many people I've helped change lives. And that makes me so happy inside. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is if you just bring the people, the presentation does everything, all the telling and selling, but to just know that you have changed someone's life and they have a $3,600 deal like Ulysses, just a couple days ago, that's life-changing income. That's the kind of feeling you want for your team. And that's the thing is I didn't get that warm, fuzzy feeling when someone said, I just got a blah, 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 IBO in or whatever. Well, you made $50. So, I mean, I'm just saying that's the difference here. So, yeah. So that was awful. I'm really glad you came to make that point.
Yeah, I'm glad you came too, Al. I was getting a little lonely in the room.
We can handle them.
You can handle us, women.
I have a house full of them. I have a house full of them.
Oh.
Do you?
Yes.
That's right. I met Charlotte on the phone.
Yes.
She's awesome. Tell her I said hi.
I will do. The other benefit of being an entrepreneur, especially a rich life entrepreneur, is you get to eat your dinner on plastic plates. That's how we really do it.
That's funny. To spin off of that, and we kind of mentioned it right in the beginning when Livette was talking about using the lead generation strategies and products to actually work and build an MLM. So oftentimes when people join or are doing this recruiting, they don't have the benefits of being plugged in. Like we keep on mentioning, a new member joins you and you can just plug them in to traffic and exactly how to do that. But when people join an MLM, that's not always the case. Or they might have one or two strategies, or they might promise the done for you traffic, the done for you lead generation, but it's not really so. So that is one of the benefits, that if people still want to do their MLM, and it's not our culture to discuss, judge, or urge people one direction or the other. Like it's not like
we have rules.
There's no rules that say, well, if you're doing this, you have to only do this. It's
Exactly.
right. So
Exactly.
you have the benefit of, especially those people that are jumping from MLM or shiny product to shiny product, to guide them in. Or if that is you, if you're watching this and you're that person or one, we've all spent some amount of time in there searching for what resonated with us or what we could work with. So anyway, that's DPS, and our team and the culture that we have can be a solution for that on many angles, right? You can have the lead generation strategies that you need, the products to make it effect, the done for you, plug it in and take it and work, and you can make your existing offer or program work because of it, or you can finally have a place to plant your feet down in a solid foundation and get results.
Exactly.
We are way longer tonight.
Wow.
Can I go through the 8 benefits and maybe close it out so the audience stays? We actually have a huge audience tonight, so maybe I'll do that list and then we can see where we go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So here is the list, and we've talked about every one of them. So number 1, of course, the most important and the simplest is less sales and more money. And we've said that again and again. That's just really obvious. The money is on the inside of the circle, and we've discussed this in a number of different angles, but just not said it boldly. So when the inside of the circle is where the sale happens. On the outside of the circle is when people first see your product or offer or service. So you still have to bring them through to the inside of the circle. You still have to go through all the process of converting them from prospect, interested person, to purchasing and becoming an actual customer, client, or member, whether it's low ticket or high ticket. And the reward is, or the result, the income on the inside with a high ticket is just higher. So there's that. Your net profit is substantially higher. So that ties number 3 ties right into number 2. Big ticket products have a higher perceived value. So that's what I was talking about before. And the higher cost, the higher value, and you get more out of it. Number 5, the people who step into that center of the circle, or the people that they make that decision, will be more committed to stay and take action, and they'll benefit from the products, and you'll benefit from having an active, successful team member. So everybody wins. The whole team wins, actually. The kind of people that come in, that's why we have such great conversations, because the kind of people that join us are all just amazing people. And there's a reason for that. Big ticket customers shift onto your most valuable clients list. So this might be something that maybe we didn't touch on actually a whole lot, but when somebody decides to make that size of a purchase with you, they're gonna stay with you, and that's a proven point here, because Livette and Mary Beth and Tammy have been together for you guys mentioned, was it 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years, correct.
Right? So when you buy something from someone that is as valuable as it was said to be, and you get results from it, that person is going to, you're always going to remember that you bought it from that person. And if that's the kind of products and services that that person always offers, hence the relationship and the reputation is solidified, and you're going to continue to maintain that. And that speaks highly. Once you develop a big ticket mindset, you can do anything.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It pays for your cars. Pays for my BMW.
Vacation.
Vacation.
Al just got back.
Last year.
What's it, Jimmy?
Al just got back from vacation.
Yeah, it's time for another one.
Ah.
Yeah, he wanted us to go on that one, and I was like, well,
I begged Tammy. I begged her. She wouldn't go with us.
He did.
We actually weren't far from each other during that time, Al. I
Where
was
were you?
in southern Texas and on South Padre Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just a hop, skip, and a jump. We should have coordinated that. I could have joined you and your wife.
There's much more to come.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
There
And the
will
last
be
one.
a Limitless Income Team hangout on the beach somewhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do that. And last but not least, number 8 is return on investment. That's just simple. Just do the math. You spend less money, really, to get much more income in the end.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted to say. Does anybody else have any wrap-up comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I mean, everybody who stayed here and still in the room looking at all of us here, this is the type of support that we have with our team. Okay, we're just regular people who like making money and like helping people. So if you're still on this call and you're still on this hangout and you're looking at everybody, get back to the person that invited you here and get started with them. Join us in this business and our team so we can help you reach your financial goals as well. And that's all I wanted to say, folks.
Thank you, Ulysses. Tammy, would you like to add anything other than you've already shared your bonus? Maybe say it again in case somebody didn't really catch the value of that.
Yeah, well, I look at this way. I look at time management, and because of my busy schedule and with homeschooling Amanda, and it's June, so I tell her, hey, you know what, you got to get this work done. So I look at outsourcing. So tonight, if anyone joins at the $1,000 level or more, on anybody on this panel, you will actually have not only the knowledge, you'll have access to the person that I've actually been outsourcing for 4 years, and I will purchase a whole month's I almost said it, a whole month's worth of the famous classified. A lot of people know me as this, classified ad kind of person. So anyway, you'll get a whole month. So anyway, that's listening to me, you're probably like, I know what she's talking about. But anyway, it'll be a whole month's worth of ads that you don't have to place. Because I used to, just like Susan, I'd be here, on my computer, blah, 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 typing away. Who wants to do that? You want to enjoy your life. So anyway, that's what you're getting as a bonus tonight when you join. Or 24 hours. I'll do the 24-hour thing. How's that sound?
That's awesome. Thank you.
And I just wanted to say I'm with my favorite group of people. And thanks for being on this panel. I really appreciate every one of you guys.
I appreciate you too, Tammy, and everybody here.
Likewise.
Likewise.
Guys, great job.
Group
Awesome.
hug.
Group hug. When we get together, we're going to all have one big hug.
Yeah. Mary Beth, do you have anything to add in closing?
I think all you guys did a phenomenal job and probably touched on, what I was going to say. But I think, I think we're very fortunate. I think we're very blessed to all have met each other. We each come from a little bit different background, but yet we all work extremely well together as a team, and I think that's what continues to drive us and propel us to move forward, to have success, with this particular vehicle. And I think we're all going to go out there and continue to do amazing things. And I'm just, consider myself very blessed, very excited for what the future holds. And I just know there's really some big exciting things to happen. I can just feel it, as I'm sure all of you can too. So I'm super excited, just looking forward to next week, next month, next year, and making it happen here within the direct pay system.
Susan?
Thank you.
Susan? Just wanted to say one more thing. I heard there was some light drinkers on here, so it's probably beer time here, guys. So, oh, Levette's already got started. Well, good night.
That's what speaking of time management and closing out, we come together, and it's usually about 40 minutes long. Tonight is a little bit longer, and that's great because it was a huge topic, but this Hangout is recorded and it's forever. And when you join us, you can use these Hangouts, you can use these pages to convert your sales for you. You don't have to explain what we're about. You just say, watch this Hangout. And they'll all be labeled as far as what topic we discussed and talked about. So either in a month, they're evergreen, really. Every topic that we'll do is evergreen. So if it's something that you want to hear us talk about, or if it's something that you want to present to your prospects, you just grab that Hangout and you show it to them, and it's all done for you. So, I mean, as you can tell, we like each other. So we enjoy talking about thought-provoking conversations and topics and laughing once in a while and such. But it's on purpose. There's a reason for it, and it's for you to use as well. That's my closing comment. And thank you, each one of you on the panel. It's been an absolute blast as always.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Susan, for organizing these and having your
Thanks for everything you do. Great.
Thank you, Susan.
Susan.
Speaking of lead generation, this is my favorite. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.